Brew today, and today we're going to have a game of the Wild Bunch on the Commodore 64, and yes, you just heard me correctly there. The Wild Bunch is now on the Commodore 64, and a very big thank you to Mad Commodore making me aware of it. Now this is a game I used to have back in the day on the Amstrad CPC 464, and it was one of those games, excuse me, it was one of those games that I really enjoyed. It's sort of like a text adventure game, but there's more to it than that. It also came out on the Spectrum, but I don't know what was released first, the Spectrum version or the Amstrad version, what got ported to what system. It might have been the Spectrum got ported to the CPC as usual, but though, you know, I've reviewed them both. They graphically they do look identical. Anyway, let's see what it's like on the Commodore 64. Now we've got some nice intro there, nice title screen there. Right, we can see the end sequence. We're gonna go straight into the game. Now I know how to play this. I have actually completed this once back in the day on the Amstrad CPC 464, but you've got to have a good memory. I haven't got a good memory, so there was an alternative, what was called a pencil and a notepad. And believe me, if you ain't got a good memory, you're going to need a pencil or a notepad or whatever to take notes. You will have to take notes in this game. Right, so we're loaded up. So graphically it's wireframed by the looks of it, same as the CPC and Spectrum version. Right, okay, push return. So we've got some really nice music in this. Gives it a little bit more atmosphere. Howdy partner, what does your name go by? There you go. So we put 1. Right, so yes, we know the story. Well, I do anyway. So feel free to pause it. I'm not going to read it all the way through. You're a wanted man. Your chance to prove yourself. Right, so that basically you've got to prove yourself. That's what this game is all about. But there's a lot to this game actually. There is a lot of programming that's gone into this. Right, so you can choose where you want to start. I always tend to start in 2 or 3. Right, first things first. Go to the sheriff's office. Go, because you need to look at the poster, the wanted poster. So, wanted, easily. See picture, so he's got a patch over his right eye, so you can see that quite clearly. Right. Right, now the next thing we got to do is go to the saloon. Look around. Right, man walks in with a skull with left cheek. Do you want to challenge him? No, because he could be anyone. Remember, patch on right eye, so you need to take a note. Easily, patch on right eye. Right, we ain't going to play poker because it's a good way if you want to get money, but it is a bastard. Look around. If you look around again, there's no one special, so you can only do it once when you arrive in a city. Right, so what we need to do, what we could do, go for have a drink. Let's have a red hot. Let's have a beer actually. So temps. Right, so you don't want to get drunk. You can get drunk and you get kicked out. So you don't want to get drunk. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to leave. So we don't need to go to the sheriff's office. We've been there. Going to the telegraph office is quite important because it does cost you, but I don't want to pay for that. But it's always important because in town, what's known as, I think it's the sheriff, they are waiting for you because you have been convicted for murder, even though you're innocent. That's what you're trying to do, is prove your innocence. But they will let you know where. I think they said the Telegraph, it's this reported or something like that, and they're waiting for us in a certain city. But we're not going to do that because I know this ain't going to be. I'm not going to complete this game. This is just a review of the game itself. But let's go to the store. Right, so we started off with $50. Can't buy a horse or a saddle. No point buying a saddle if you ain't got a horse. I think we've already got a 45 colt. Right. So let's buy. I think it's a 40. Hang on a minute. There is a way. Status, right? If you look at your status. So I do have a 45 colt and 45 colt bullets. Right. So let's go back to the store. So we need food. Food for 1 day. And that costs $2. So let's buy, I don't know, 5. Now we need a canteen of water. 12. Let's buy 5 of those. $24. Snakebite medicine blanket. Whiskey. Ooh. That keeps you warm. I think whiskey actually keeps you warm. But let's go for 14, and let's buy 5 of them because we're a fucking raving alcoholic. Even in the Wild West. Right. Let's buy. I'm not going to buy bullets because they're $10. So how many bullets do you get for? How many bullets do you get? Right, 6. 1. Right, $4 left. Let's leave. Now it's time to move on. Right, so we're in Dodge City. Let's go to Nugget City. So it says it's going to take 2 days. I'll ignore that, but it's actually going to take 4 days because we don't have a horse. Remember that. If you don't have a horse, it'll take double the time to get there. Right, so we don't need to buy provisions. Let's have a look. Start your journey. Yeah, the music's really good in this. You didn't get that in the CPC and Spectrum version, but you've got sound effects sort of thing. But it's still a good game. I'm not taking nothing away from the Amstrad or Spectrum versions, but I don't know what that thing about the Spectrum version where you can buy 0.2 of a horse or something like that. Don't think they had that problem with the CPC version. Right, now, a cruel, desperate lurker warns up to you. Strength 82, right. Our base strength is 510 now. So let's fight. So let's, because it's 82, you always want to go a bit higher. You annihilated that one, used 13 bullets. Fucking hell. Right, so we've got a bounty hunter, 67. Let's fight again. Let's use 80. Annihilated 24. Why am I using so many bullets? And sometimes if you walk across the range and the whatever, you can find things as well on the way, like golden nuggets that are worth quite a bit of money, things like that, and other things. Right, so what's this? A cruel, ugly vulture. Right, so you can fight, but no point bribing a vulture. So fight. Let's use 80. Made a mess of him, use 18. So we've got quite a lot of bullets for our money then. We're in the open range. Right, nothing happened that day, so See, this is what happened when I didn't go to the telegraph office. So if I went to the telegraph office, they would have said something's going on in Nugget City. Because I didn't go to the telegraph office, I've been arrested and I'm going to prison, and it's game over. Yeah, I've scored 209. Right, what I'm going to do, because it is quite a long game. I've actually, as I said, I've only completed this game once, and it does take a while, but it's a good adventure game. It's a really good adventure game. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to have a quick go. But what I'm going to do, I want to see the shootout scene. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to right, let's just go to 1 and right, Sheriff's Office, let's go to the saloon. Have a quick game of poker. So it's like a little mini game in a game actually, so you can play cards. Queen, 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 your hand. So return to continue, throw in hand, call in bet. Let's see him. The gambler wins that one. Yeah, let's have one more. 8-8. Oh, that's going to be shit, isn't it? Alright, return another hand. Yes. 3-3-3-3. Right. Let's raise it. No, I don't know. Okay, you bet to be. He raises the bet to 9. So if you keep, sometimes if you keep raising him, he might throw in his hand. The gambler calls my bet, you bastard. What do you do? Can I raise him again? No, I can't, so I'm going to have to see him. Because I ain't got the money. You win! Yes, I won that one. So now I have 70. No. Right, so we've seen the poker. Now what we're going to do, I'm going to look around. Do you want to challenge him? Yes. So I'm going to assume take him prisoner or have a gunfight. Now this is what I want to see. Now I think it's spacebar. I'm hoping it's spacebar. Oh, that looks nice. So you got to wait till he draws. Wait till he draws. Come on, draw. Bloody hell, he's taking his time and he fucking draw. Wow, he is taking his time to draw. So it looks really nice, this version. Ah, fuck, he got me. He fucking got me. That looked really good. So graphically it does look nice. It does look similar to the CPC and Spectrum versions, but the thing is they were just sort of monochrome graphics. This has got really nice colour. It does look really nice. I have to say this is a very good version. I mean, I've only played it briefly. Obviously I'm not going to do a full walkthrough of this game because that would just take too long. But people who have already played it would know how to play it back in the day. It is a very good game. And I've got to say the Commodore 64 version is fantastic. If you like the CPC and the Spectrum version, you're definitely going to like the Commodore 64 versions. It's got some really good music, nice colourful graphics, and it's got some really nice effects as well. But I'm sure it was. I honestly don't know the fucking button actually to draw. I'm sure because I'm sure on the CPC it was spacebar. Don't know what the Spectrum version was, but I'm only assuming it was spacebar on the Commodore 64. Well, unless it's fire button. No, it makes sense. It should make more sense to be spacebar. I don't know, but all the same, it's a very, very good version, and I'd highly recommend playing this on the Commodore 64. Yeah. Thank you, Mad Commodore. Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, and goodbye.